Okay, Jeff, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god, everything is breaking around me and I hate my life.
Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Today, great. Great start.
Whoa, podcast.
I gotta be honest with you, if everything just fucking crashes on me, like, with my computer, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking do.
I mean, I think it's called suicide.
Probably.
Yeah.
Alright.
You have sunk a lot of money into that computer.
Yep. Yeah.
Boy, howdy.
Hi, babe.
Hey,
How's it going?
I'm doing super fantastic awesome. Not to rub it in or anything. Why don't you try a small bit and a bite? And
Okay.
then maybe you can also be super fantastic awesome, despite the circumstances. And
Thank
bite
you.
I don't know. I
please.
feel like it's weird if you're doing super fantastic awesome.
I know. Okay, so quick behind the scenes, peel back the foreskin on what's been going on. In the last 72 hours, I have had my computer crash on me twice. I've had to do a restart on it several times, and I lost the last 20 minutes of footage on our on mine, Brandon, and Jose's Godzilla 1954 recording session. So that's fun. That's what we're dealing with as we come into this.
You should try being better at life.
I might do that. We had egg sandwiches. I made egg sandwiches for dinner, and then we watched a few episodes of Arrested Development.
I love that you say that. Which episode of Arrested Development?
The one rehab when they took Lucille to rehab.
Oh, that's late.
Late season 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you mention that because I was just scrolling through my Instagram feed, and it's that clip from when Buster is supposed to go to the army, but just sits at the claw machine.
Yeah.
And it's just the scene of him. It's like, would a coward have this? What the hell is that?
They're my awards, mother. I got them
Army.
from Army.
From Army, not
Yeah.
the Army. From Army.
Oh my god. It's been a great journey. We're on almost done with season 2 now.
Season 2 is so amazing. And I do love season 3, but I love season 3 for all the wrong reasons.
Because it was terrible.
Season 3 is not terrible. Season 3 is really good. But my favorite thing about it is that they have Elizabeth Banks playing a retarded female.
Yeah, it wasn't Elizabeth Banks.
Is it not?
It's
Who was that?
Charlize Theron.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
What? I don't
Yeah.
know. I gotta start watching this now.
You know.
Wait, have you not watched Arrested Development, Jose?
I've watched like
Did you say something?
the first 4 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, in season 3, Michael finds this beautiful, quirky blonde and starts trying to date her and everything, and she's kind of being catty and just kind of being just a little weird. And he thinks that she works for the Secret Service, the British secret, the military, because she has this badge that says Mr. F on it, and he's like, oh, that must be her handler. And you find out it stands for mentally retarded female.
God. And then
that is awesome.
Mad Max Fury Road was actually a sequel to that part. She went full crazy and just shaved her head.
Never go full retard.
Oh, I miss
Just send
you
that theory to
guys.
George Miller. He's gonna shut it down real quick.
Actually, this is something me and Jeff discussed when we were doing Kaiju No.8's first episode, which will be coming out after this one, but I don't care. I want to get y'all's opinion on it too. Does King Kong classify as a kaiju?
I mean, that's...
I want to say no.
All right. First of all, I'm going to look up what the definition
Yeah.
So kaiju,
was
a kaiju by like literal
All right,
translation
so here
of
we go.
kaiju.
Here's the exact Oxford Dictionary: a giant monster of a type featured in Japanese fantasy and science fiction movies and television programs.
Okay.
And the next question that is asked is King Kong a kaiju? That's funny. My opinion purely is this: I think King Kong is now considered a kaiju.
Okay.
Could mainly because of his inclusion by Toho to be used in a lot of their movies that the Toho King Kong movies. Whether you like them or
that's
not,
a fair point.
Those are on the list.
But I don't think I love King Kong Escapes when they fucking bring in fucking
Mecha King Kong.
Mecha King Kong. Oh, I'm all about it. It's any kaiju movie that also then has aliens in it. I'm all in.
Well, any giant kaiju film that brings giant robots into it. This may just be the Power Ranger kid in me, but anytime you have giant monsters and robots and also baby aliens,
That's the reason why I love
is Power Rangers in a nutshell.
Power Rangers in a nutshell.
That's
right
true.
there. So okay,
to answer your question, I don't think the original King Kong is considered a kaiju. I would not consider it a kaiju, but I mean, if you bring King Kong into the Toho verse or anything that's Godzilla related, I would say yes, because there are a lot of tried and true King Kong fans that do not consider the Toho King Kong canon.
Well, the thing is it's hard to say what is and isn't canon at this point because there's been so many reboots of just King Kong.
Right.
So here's my big thing is one thing that I've noticed with about 90% of kaiju is they're all reptilian.
Some form of it.
Like if
no, I wouldn't agree with that.
Name 5 that are not reptilian.
Well, so you've got King Caesar.
Okay, that was my go-to as well.
Then you've got Ebera, I think, the monster of the deep.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess I had forgotten about like insects and crustaceans and shiz.
Right, exactly.
Okay, yeah. What basically my thought process was like non-mammalians. You know.
I mean, I guess I mean, yes, there are tons of kaijus that are reptilian based. I think it's also just kind of human beings' innate fear of snakes and kind of creepy crawlies of like lizards.
Yeah.
Anything that's
I've spent the last
those that are like larger than them, I guess.
Yeah. I've spent the last 4 days, by the way, trying to convince Angel that outside of Ohio, people call snakes serpents, and that it's just Ohio instead of the weird ones.
So you stopped gaslighting us, but you're gaslighting her.
But look, it's really
that's healthy.
It's gonna be
man. That's healthy.
But look, it's gonna be really funny when it pays off.
Also, Mothra. Mothra is a kaiju.
Like Rodan.
Rodan
is along the lines of what he's saying.
Consider King Kong a legit kaiju?
You know, that's a good question. I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean,
every kaiju I've seen has been. I don't think I've ever seen a mammal kaiju before.
See, that's the thing is that's honestly the term kaiju doesn't even mean giant monster. It just means like weird. Like,
I mean, we're the kaiju boys.
Yeah. Let me see. Kaiju definition is just. It's commonly attributed to giant monsters, but it really just refers to monsters and creatures of Japanese legend.
Interesting.
So, like, it's yes and no. King Kong. I think King Kong should be considered a kaiju. with an
I think it's
asterisk.
just rude that you're calling him a monster now.
Well, you know, he done did destroy that one thing.
Yeah, well, that thing was talking shit.
Well, you know. But yes, I do consider King Kong a kaiju with the asterisk American created.
Gotcha.
Much in the same way the Mutos
All right.
from
American created as in Americans created
King Kong.
as in like I'm sorry. As in like Americans created King Kong like the story, or like in King Kong he was created by Americans?
No. Like he was created in like the film was created by Americans.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're
that
good.
That one kind of threw me for a second.
No, you're all good. So, looping back to whether King Kong is a kaiju, the reason I kind of lean more towards yes, he is a kaiju from early Godzilla days named King Caesar. So King Caesar, while a little less like obvious than some of the other kaiju, do you know who King Caesar is?
No effing clue, my man.
All right, King Caesar.
Is King Caesar a giant rat?
King Caesar is a Sisha, or Shisa. Basically,
Like
what
by the seashore?
by the seashore. Basically, it's based off of the dog lions.
Let me tell you, that thing looks like a shitty dog and lion
It really did.
and kaiju.
I'll be honest with you. King Caesar is actually one of my favorite, not typical showing up kaiju.
Okay, but let's be honest. You take immense joy in ridiculous shit.
For sure. So with this,
It's got a bra.
that's not it kind of is a bra. You're right. So because they consider King Caesar, who is very much a furry creature, to be a kaiju, that's why I'm more inclined to think, feel Godzilla is a kaiju, or King Kong is a kaiju.
You know what? I think you might have had it right before with your asterisk. I think it's more because he's American made that I have trouble wrapping my mind.
Exactly. That's 100%. That's understandable. That's why
It's
I
like
think
that. That's why, all right, I never saw the X-Men cartoon, old or new one, as an anime, but the X-Men anime is clearly a fucking anime.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's be real here. Every nation, every nation has their own version of what they of what kaiju are. Like, for example, ancient Greece.
Good point.
They had what were effectively kaiju. They just referred to them as the Titans.
Kraken.
The Kraken is one of them.
I mean, even the Nation of America has Paul Bunyan's giant blue ox.
And Paul Bunyan himself, I would argue.
I don't know about that. I'd say he's more of an Ultraman-esque.
Okay. Like I'll get you a little bit of superhuman samurai cyber squad.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
All right. So, could you hand me mine?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Be safe. If you need anything, text me.
Okay.
Okay. Or call me. Call me, preferably. Okay.
I'm not gonna get catnapped. It's the cat that's gonna get napped.
That's the goal. We have there's a woman that has her cat ran away a couple weeks ago, and we've possibly seen it in the neighborhood. So Angel's been helping this lady kind of hunt down the cat.
That's sweet. Don't take it in.
Fuck no, I don't want a cat.
I was gonna say you don't need to deal with that again.
No, fuck that. Bro, I am checking out that wall of funkies on your wall.
You want to see them? They're not mine. The office I'm in, it's my stepdad's.
Oh. How many of those would you... How many of those
We're
would
still
you...
in the mom's.
Yeah, I figured. How many of those would you say you're going to take with you when you move out?
Tay? None. But he's gonna probably want to sell them to me if I'm interested in them.
Oh man, I don't think I have any Funko Pops anymore.
Oh, dude. What was it? When you weren't still in Austin when I was working at the hospital, were you?
When you were in the kitchen.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yes, you were. Yes, you were.
Yeah, because
forget when you moved.
I moved there in 2016 and I left 2019.
Okay, so yeah, so I was still working at the hospital and then still working with Brandon after that.
I used to go to. Yeah, I worked with you too.
All right, I have no idea what the fuck happened.
It's okay.
Discord just like last week just kicked me for no reason and restart. Didn't restart, just shut off.
Well, what I was getting at, Mark, is that when y'all moved over to the actual brick and mortar place.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I was still there.
What's going on, Brandon?
Oh, I know what y'all are talking about.
No, it's nothing. It's not like that. He saw the Funko Pops behind me, and he told me that he didn't.
He stole your Funko Pops from behind you? What a dick.
Yeah.
I haven't bought any in years. I'll buy them like maybe every. The last one I bought was like a month ago, and that was actually after a couple years.
Oh wait, no, I think I do have a Funko Pop over there.
I don't buy Funko Pops anymore either. I only keep the music ones that I have.
What's the last music one you got? I know you're looking for the Elvis one. Did you ever get that one?
I got some of the Elvis ones. I think the last music one that I bought was probably the Ghost or the Brendan Urie one.
I wanted the fucking Ghost one. I have the Urie one. I don't have the Ghost one.
Brendan Urie, more like Brandon's urethra.
What the fuck?
Well.
It's a nice urethra. Don't feel bad about your urethra.
Okay.
And on that weird note.
and then...
okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Sidetrack. My ADHD's going off. You zoom in real quick.
Which one?
On the left panel. That one.
The dog.
Is that John Wick?
I don't fucking know. I've never seen John Wick.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That was good. That was beautiful. Man, this feels weird having
Mark, did I hit my line?
You hit your line. You did it. Feels weird actually doing takes and stuff.
We need another angle?
Yeah, do another angle. Do the MySpace angles.
Okay. Oh. All right, but don't apply a bad filter, okay?
Yes, Jose?
Oh, no, you're good.
He's talking to dogs.
God damn it. Is everyone stoned here but me?
No. It was Bree. She was telling me about dinner dates.
Wow. Mark, you just called Bree a dog?
I said God.
How dare you?
Yeah, I treat her like one of
I said he's talking to God.
No, he didn't.
You can't prove it. You have no audio evidence to prove that.
Why did you not hit record this time?
Damn, Jose, that was good. Well done.
He's stepping into my territory now.
God damn.
God damn.
Jose, I might kiss you on the mouth next time I see you for that one.
That's all it takes? Holy shit.
Okay, so
before you know it, you'll have him in a cage, pegging him.
Dude, speaking of Rule 34, okay, we're recording this exactly 2 days after the Venom trailer came out, the new Venom trailer.
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, the Venom 3 trailer just dropped. No, I'm sorry. This dropped yesterday. This trailer dropped less than 48 hours ago. There is already hentai of the fucking Venom horse.
Of course. Horses get a lot of... I don't know. Should I feel bad for them? Is it like, hey, good for you? It's just they get a lot.
It's because of the horse penis, man.
Gotcha. Which is how you can tell a horse, not an ape.
I was like, there is no correlation. Oh, there it is. That's...
Yep. The correlation is actually because of you. Because you brought it to our attention, not because you are running around with a horse and or ape cock.
So
Anyway, we're just talking through the boring flashback scene.
the boring flashbacks that once again recap that Kefka wants to be a cool hero, and his girlfriend with the bitchin' tiger is just doing better than him in goddamn every way.
Which, and I mean, I don't think it's surprising that anyone's ever seen this show. The tiger's way sexier than she is.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that Brandon's not just all over this tiger business.
Honestly, he tried watching like the first episode, and right after he saw the tiger, he was finished, and he just couldn't keep going.
I mean, once you finish, what's the point of even watching more?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
more people, I would argue, know who Goku is than know who Jesus Christ is.
I mean, was he in the Cell Saga?
Yeah, he was the one that was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do whatever punchline I was building towards. I'm gonna just leave that one alone. God, I got close there, but
Kaiju No.8.
I reeled that in.
What we do now, yellow man?
Sorry. What? Okay.
What?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't had my headphones on for like the last minute and a half. It feels like.
You know what I love so much about that, Jose?
What's up?
I love that voice actor is Salad Fingers.
Yo, dude, it's so great. Also, I don't know why I didn't ask when we watched that one episode. That was the last one of the first season. I wanted to ask you if it was Gopher Godfrey, but I was like, I don't know if this is actually him. Until I found out later it was actually him who played God.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Because I was like looking through the voices. I don't know if it's said it or not at the end of the episode.
So check it. Did you guys? Okay, Brandon. I know you've watched Smiling Friends a couple times all the way through, right?
I showed it to Jose.
Right. So did you notice that Pym's alien hunter friends were at the Halloween party in season 1?
Yes, I did.
Who were they?
Yeah, go back and rewatch the whole series again. You'll see.
Was it alien things?
Yeah, from the episode where they go into space. The friend, like Pym's little alien hunter friends, that are like out there. Hey, we're gonna see an alien ship, and then one shows up and they all freak out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I guess I didn't pay attention to that one.
I love
Yeah, because we watched the whole first season and then like the second season.
Yeah, it's the last week's newest episode, right? Or was it 2 weeks ago now?
I don't remember.
I think it was.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't caught up with the newer season, the newer episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, so last one we watched, Brandon, we're like, it was it. I haven't watched them again. So I'm not caught up. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
And then we're introduced, rather than Kimberly, we're introduced to a brand new character that... Hi, babe, what's up? Just getting your candle?
Yeah.
There's another lighter on the dresser. If you're ever looking for a lighter.
A bendy neck kind? The long bendy neck?
Just turn the candle upside down and light it that way. Okay. I love you. Enjoy your bath.
Thank you. I love you.
Take 2 on that.
How many are there?
Godzilla films? God, if you're counting the legendary films and also that terrible one from TriStar that they did a while back, I think there's
You
like
mean the amazing Matthew Broderick one?
I love that movie. Look, I love it. I'm not shitting on that
Thank you,
film.
So do I.
I think it's one of the I love it if you don't look at it as a Godzilla movie.
Exactly.
Okay, so currently there are 38 Godzilla films. 33 were done by Toho. 5 were done in America. The first was, of course, Matthew Broderick, and then the other ones were legendary. So there's 38, soon to be, or hopefully soon 39.
Oh, God.
I gotta be honest, I love the legendary films, and I also love the original. Like, my first experience with Godzilla was Godzilla 2000, when I was like,
Wow. Okay.
I was like 11.
Now, are the legendary ones, are those the ones that have come out over the past like 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, that's King of the Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong,
Okay.
and
Okay. Yeah, those movies are dog shit.
wow, okay.
They all suck.
Okay.
The only good one is Skull Island.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to save this clip and put it at the beginning of when we start the legendary films.
Yeah, I got a feeling I'm going to lose some friendships.
So so they see him running around and they're like, "Oh my God, is that Shaquille O'Neal?" And then he blows the wall out.
Yep. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh God, please, not a Steel remake. That movie sucked enough as was."
I like
As is?
Steel.
Well, it's because you're a bad person.
Yeah. Well,
Although they did make fun of his horrible free throw skills in it, so I'll give him a
Did they
pass for
really?
that. There's a scene where he's like shooting a grenade. There's like a little hole like 12 feet up on the wall, and he's like, "I'll just shoot it out." And the kid's like, "I mean, are you sure you can make this?" And it's one of those like they like look at the camera and everything. It was awesome. It was so stupid.
So they did that in Scary Movie 4 too, didn't they?
I gotta be honest. I don't think I even saw Scary Movie 3.
So in Scary
One
Movie
was hilarious. 2 was like, why are we still doing this?
Yeah.
And 3 was like, I don't need to see this.
So Scary Movie 4 starts off with Dr. Phil and Shaquille O'Neal in a saw in the Saw room, right?
Okay.
And Jigsaw comes on or whatever, however they did it. I can't remember it, like if it was Jigsaw or just a phone call. And
I mean, it makes sense because it was Jigsaw.
yeah, and he's like, I want to the means to your escape are these two hand saws that are tied or chained to this free throw hoop, and Shaquille has to do a free throw to get the saws down. And I thought it was really funny because he missed like the first 3 shots of it.
Have you ever seen the? There's 2 of them. One is working with Jigsaw, and one's living with Jigsaw. It's just that their roommates or coworkers with that teeny tiny puppet, but
Yeah.
it keeps trying to make everything. Oh God, some of the funniest things that have ever happened on YouTube ever.
Oh, I miss old YouTube.
We just get each other.
We do. We understand each other on a way that
Right.
not all of our friends understand.
You know why? Because they're bigots.
They're bigots.
I heard they also don't like kaiju, and it's like, guys, that's just speciesist.
I think of all of our friends, Brandon might be the least fan, like the smallest fan of kaiju.
I mean, I've heard him talk shit about Godzilla movies.
I think
what the hell?
I think the exact word he said when I said was, I was like, hey, we should review Godzilla, the original one, because I think that'd be fun to talk about. And he goes, God, what now?
Man, that's nicer than what he told me. I said, hey, it's kind of cool that Mark and Jose are going to get to break those down. And Brandon just said, fuck you. And I was like, man, I'm not even breaking it down. That's just so rude.
He said, if you like Godzilla, then fuck you.
And he didn't even cite his source of Ricky Bobby.
No. If you don't shoot Big Red, fuck you.
Fuck you. I don't get people that don't like Will Ferrell.
I like Will Ferrell in small doses. He can get to be like a little much over time, but like
I don't often do a Will Ferrell movie marathon, but every once in a while I just get a craving for a Will Ferrell movie.
oh, for sure. Like
I rewatched Get Hard the other day. It was hilarious.
I haven't watched that one. I know that's the one he goes to jail, right?
It's where he goes to jail, so he hires Kevin Hart to teach him about
Yeah.
being in jail. But Kevin Hart's never been in jail. He just assumes it.
He just assumes because
Then they make a lot of really hilarious jokes. Exactly.
I think my favorite Will Ferrell is still always going to be Talladega Nights.
I mean, it's hard because so much of like the best of Will Ferrell is still SNL.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or like, oh god, what was the movie? Superstar?
Oh, the one where he was the side character? That was Molly Shannon's, right?
Yeah, that was Molly Shannon's movie. He was like the love interest. It's like, hey, I got this new dance move for you. It's called the Move On With Your Life. I've never played Final Fantasy VII.
Dude, they're really fun games. The last one just drew out a bit longer than I would have let. I'd already put so much time into it that by the last couple of levels, it was like, guys, I understand you're trying to make suspense. Let my fucking character run. Don't make him do this half walk bullshit.
Oh, with the remakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. If there's ever a point where a game developer puts a part of the game where you have to walk, I hate it.
Well, and even worse, they did the one where it's you can go a little faster than walking, but you can't run. And it's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
That's even worse than just walking.
I think it's okay to just have those characters that suck, that are just completely the worst.
Which, this one might be divisive. I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. They didn't need it, don't like it.
I haven't seen it.
I honestly think it's absolute crap. There's no part of me that wants to see the next one.
Oh, that's fair. My thing is we in our lifetime alone, we've had 5 different actors play the Joker.
All right, Nicholson, Ledger, Phoenix,
Leto.
If you want to count voice actors, Mark Hamill.
If you want to also count...
no, if you want to count voice actors, there's a ton more. But then there's the one from The Batman, too. We saw at the end.
Yeah, Barry Keoghan.
Yeah, 5.
Well, no, and don't forget, you've also got...
and Cal Kestis.
From the Gotham series. I was going to say, you can't leave him out. So, we've had...
I don't remember the actor's name. I just know his character from the Star Wars games.
Yeah. We don't need that many different Jokers. And when Joaquin Phoenix's came out, I was like, one of the biggest parts of the Joker is you don't know his origin story.
There's theories, and the comics even tried being like, we'll tell you his origin story, and then they're like, there's 3 of them. And it's like, fuck you.
Well, not even just that, but there are different versions of his origin story even within the comics. There's no consistency to it, and that's part of what makes the Joker a great character, is the lack of consistency with his story.
And here's the thing, though. A bigger part for me is the Joker's not supposed to be a sympathetic character.
For sure. Oh, no, absolutely not.
I don't even they made Thanos a sympathetic character.
Yeah, that wouldn't... don't get me wrong. I like what they did with him in the MCU, but it wasn't necessary by any means.
No. At the same time, I also understand why they did it. There's no way to a non-comic book audience you can be like, no, he's in love with death. Nope, that's not going to fly.
Yeah, that was great.
Right.
But yeah, no, I agree. Sometimes it's okay.
The thing is, they keep doing this, and I just don't need it.
Yeah, there needs to be a point where it's okay to not have a sympathetic villain. Not every villain needs to be sympathetic. Not every villain needs to be relatable. In fact,
That was one of the great things about The Dark Knight. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Right, and they got that 100% accurate. The Joker, oh god, especially okay, look, Jared Leto's performance as the Joker wasn't... I have a hot take on it. I have a hot take on this.
Am I going to stop talking to you forever and always?
Probably. I don't think that Jared Leto was the reason that the Joker's interpretation sucked for that movie. I think it was...
Oh, God, no.
I think it was...
It was everything about that movie. The writing, the directing, and his acting.
Well, I think that it had you take away the whole, clown pimp vibe that they gave him in that film, and he did an okay job as the Joker. But the problem is they wrote him as a romantic version of the Joker, which doesn't work.
That is one of the most upsetting things when girls are like, I just want to find my Mr. J. And it's
I'm the Harley to his Joker. You clearly missed the point of those characters.
Right? It's literally, it's the definition of an ongoing abusive relationship. By the way, they don't try and hide that.
No. Mm-mm. Even in a children's cartoon.
It's like the Harley Quinn show.
Well, not even the Harley Quinn show. In the original
about animated series?
Batman animated series, when they introduced him, or introduced Harley, like the Joker smacked her around a lot.
Yeah.
Like there was.
And by the way, that wasn't like cartoons today where like they go to a shadow or like they post to someone reacting to you hear a slap noise.
Right.
No. They showed him backhander.
Right.
Which that's also a little bit of a side note. One of the great things about anime is you can. So many TV shows, so many even comic books, they just recycle old characters. They keep them going. Batman's been around for 75 years now, but with anime, they can take a brand new one and be like, hey, let's see how this one goes, and let's see if the fandom likes it. And it's something I really enjoy about anime in general. And I've said it on multiple different occasions. Give me an ending. Don't just drag it on.
Yes, I like. As much as I love Batman, as much as I love, the big names, I like the ones that it's like, okay, we're gonna do a series that has an ending.
Mm-hmm. Because I'll tell you what, there's stakes then.
Yes.
There's no stakes in Batman ever. Even when they killed him, they immediately brought him back.
Yeah, it was like what, like
to the point where like the end of that issue showed him in a cave.
Yeah.
In the past.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
So it's just there's no stakes.
No, there's no stakes.
Yeah, anime doesn't tend to be like, hey, let's just hang out. And tell a random story. It is almost always sci-fi or fantasy.
Well,
but you do still get some that are just everyday life.
Yeah, the slice of life category is.
They tend to be more romantic ones.
Yeah.
But one of my favorites that I've ever seen. Have you ever seen Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad?
No.
5 kids that they're trying to make a band that just changes one person's life.
Okay.
That's it.
That's solid.
And it goes for a standard one anime season, so like 26 episodes. Yep. And it's a great fucking show. And I'll tell you what, some great fucking music.
Oh, I can imagine. And like that's one thing I will say I appreciate about most anime and manga is they don't really overstay their welcome.
Exactly. They give us an ending.
There are some. I don't want to point fingers at One Piece that overstay their welcome.
One of my favorites, Bleach. And it was because here's the funny thing, if instead of trying to do the filler seasons, Bleach had just taken a break,
right?
I think it would have ended on a better reception, and I think it would have actually been able to play out Ichigo's story. Because I don't know if you know this. So at the end of Bleach, I don't know about 1,000 Year Blood War because I haven't seen. Well, no, not 1,000 Year Blood War because he's a Soul Reaper again. But at the end of Bleach, Ichigo does one thing that uses up all of his Soul Reaper power, and he's no longer a Soul Reaper.
Right.
You remember that?
I don't.
Do you know how it goes in the manga after that?
I do not.
He starts using his Quincy powers.
I didn't know
his
he
mom
has
was a
Quincy powers.
He didn't know either.
Oh.
But his mom was a Quincy, and in fact, he's a stronger Quincy than he ever was a Soul Reaper.
I didn't know that. That's fucking rad.
Right?
I might have to start reading
How dope would that have been? Could you imagine seeing Ichigo coming out as a Quincy? I mean, dude, it would have been awesome.
Yes, I agree.
Instead, they had their filler seasons, and they got it to the point where the fans just didn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
To the point where they had to rush the ending of it.
Right.
They keep referencing back to, Tokyo Revengers. There were 24 volumes of that, and they're only doing 3 seasons, and then that's it.
Right.
So that's the other thing is they're also not stuck in like, hey, we gotta get this much out. So
right.
That's
they
good
don't.
Too.
The thing is I like that they're making things so contained now. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball. We watched the shit out of Dragon Ball all the way up through Dragon Ball Super. We're gonna be watching Dragon Ball GT at some point in the near future. And on one hand, I loved that it was so free because like they had the same issue that Bleach had, where the anime caught up with the manga, right?
Fast.
Yeah. Well, Not so much with the first. I mean, yes, there was a lot of filler for the original Dragon Ball, but more so in Dragon Ball Z, and that's the big reason why like Gohan's like training when he was a kid is so long, or why there's so many episodes of it. Because in the manga there wasn't, was because like how much they needed to get done to stay ahead of the game. You know,
I mean, didn't the Frieza battle take like 8 episodes?
I
Didn't
think
it take like 2 just for him to finish powering up to Super Saiyan?
Okay, that is such. Okay, look, they didn't actually take full episodes to power up to Super Saiyan. It's a stereotype that everyone likes to joke about, but like literally, Goku's first time going Super Saiyan, it's triggered by Krillin dying, and it's a very quick transition.
Just Krillin, or wasn't it Vegeta as well?
No, it was when Krillin got blown up. So
This one there was like another death right around there.
Vegeta,
that
well,
also
a lot of people died.
contributed
Yes,
to it.
Vegeta was also dead at this point, but it was seeing Krillin die
yeah.
because Krillin had already died once.
Oh, that's right. And so, well, that wouldn't have mattered. The entire reason they were at Namek, because those Dragon Balls could bring back people more than once.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just saying, well, the Dragon Balls were useless at this point because Vegeta or Frieza had killed everybody.
Were they useless? No, they weren't. They weren't useless. That's how they brought people back.
They brought people back, and then Frieza killed everybody. And then
Good.
because the elder
Stop
that
talking
was
shit, you won't die.
because the elder that was like the one in charge of the Dragon Balls was dead, they couldn't use the Namek Dragon Balls again until they brought him back from the dead.
Watching that. One of the arguments that can be made, and I don't know if this is true or not, I just know people have made this argument, is, I'm sorry, please remind me of the creator's name.
Akira Toriyama.
Thank you. One of the arguments was, what other great stories could Toriyama have come up with and told if he wasn't just doing Dragon Ball all his life, you know?
So, to that point, he did do other stuff. He did. Toriyama's...
Yeah, I mean, I've seen his hentai too, but outside of that...
No, but like... So his original work wasn't even Dragon Ball. The first thing that he ever got like famous for was a series called Dr. Slump, which tied into Dragon Ball later when he had the two like appear in the same world. But like he has a lot of other projects he worked on. It's just that Dragon Ball. I'm talking about during Dragon Ball.
Oh.
So the thing is because he knew that Dragon Ball...
Oh man, if he hadn't worked on those other ones, we wouldn't have gotten such long Dragon Ball episodes, huh?
Probably. But like the thing is he knew that this was his cash cow. Like he saw the amount of popularity that Dragon Ball had, and while yes, he could have just ended it, he tried to end it numerous times.
I mean, yeah. Wasn't GT not was GT him, or I thought I was
GT?
Wasn't there a series or a part of a series that he did not write, and it was just so poorly received that they brought him back in?
Well, no. So GT was actually a pretty popular series. It's just that there was a lot of decisions that were made that didn't sit like super well with the fans, so they brought him back on to correct it with Super, right? But the thing is he actually helped with the design for most of GT. Like it wasn't just, they didn't just take his work and it completely tell him to fuck off. But with Dragon Ball,
I don't know if they would have even been able to with his popularity and power, you know.
Well, even with the first series, the first like chunk of Dragon Ball, it was supposed to be a 13 chapter story. The first saga of Dragon Ball was the Pilaf saga, where he gathers the Dragon Balls and makes a wish, right?
That was for underwear, yeah.
Right, that was supposed to be it. And it was such a popular series that his editor was like, hey, so listen, what if you just like kept going? And
you know how I only make money if you make money?
Right. And then they were like, here's the thing, is the tournament stuff with Dragon Ball, that was never the original plan. It was never supposed to be that martial arts thing. It was supposed to be like mythology.
Yeah. Because again, it is a Chinese. It's based on a
Chinese mythology.
myth.
Yeah. Well, and then because the tournament aspect of everything was such a big deal back in at that time, they were like, what if you just kind of like threw a tournament in there? Like, what if you made the next one like, you know, a tournament? And so that's what he did. So he would do, if you really like break down the way Dragon Ball goes, it usually follows into, you know, some kind of journey, then a tournament, then a journey, then a tournament, and then a journey, and then a tournament. Like, it just kind of goes that way. So, like, there was the Pilaf saga.
Toriyama was a whore.
I'm saying that every time Toriyama tried to branch out from the norm, his editor would say, do another tournament.
I mean, like, even look at the end of the entire Cell saga.
The entire Cell saga
is them running around trying to stop it, and then when Cell becomes as powerful as possible, he's like, "We're gonna do a tournament.
I want to fight people."
What? How does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of love, because that's just what Cell was he was just a cocky, arrogant asshole. He got it from Vegeta. But like, if you break it down, so the first saga of Dragon Ball was the Pilaf saga, then there was the World Tournament saga, then there was the Red Ribbon Army saga, then there was the King Piccolo saga, which started with a tournament. Then there was the Piccolo Jr. saga. Actually, if you really want to get into it, during the freaking Red Ribbon Army saga, there was a small tournament. So, like, it's repetitive for sure, but I kind of love it and I respect it. Hey, Brandon.
Yes, Mark.
I'm so sorry. I had absolutely no idea this was going to happen.
It's par for the course.
I am starting to come down, so it's.
I was gonna say, either you're doing a better job keeping it together, or
no, I'm much like Kitty Godzilla peeking over the hill. I'm over the hill now.
Good.
I'm gonna die soon.
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Oh, fucking shit. How you been, buddy?
Oh, shit. I'm good.
Yeah? How's work going?
Right now, it's been real busy. I've been taking on more social media stuff. And then obviously more design.
Yes.
Work,
I loved your little Mecha Godzilla you did.
I love that Mecha Godzilla so much.
Which one is it? I'm not. It's the original.
Right? It's not G1. It's not Mecha G1. It's the second Godzilla, Mecha Godzilla.
Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 2.
No. It's still from the original series. It's more based around the second movie.
Yeah, hold on, you're right. That's not right. So it was from the second movie. Yes, the one where they kind of gave it a more rounded appearance.
Yeah,
okay.
A little bit. So it's more based off that. I love that one so much. Truth be told, with Mecha Godzilla 2,
this little guy,
the Millennium one.
Oh yeah,
where I hate how polished he looks. I don't like it. It for whatever reason it falls under like Megazord territory for me.
I wouldn't even say that. It looks more like Jason X, kind of like how it's sculpted to abs and all that shit.
Yeah, I really don't.
I'm not here for it.
Honestly looks like if all of a sudden if Mr. Freeze ended up having a robot dinosaur that he jumped into, it wouldn't be unfair to say that was what it would look like.
Are we writing the next hit Batman film?
Oh man, we can.
Can we bring back Schwarzenegger?
Well, I mean, maybe he might be down.
We'll tell him like, hey, we're gonna make another movie where you just get to make really stupid ice puns the whole time.
I on the other side of things, I love the the Godzilla against Mechagodzilla design.
Kiryu?
Huh? Say that again.
Kiryu.
Is that the pilot?
That's the name that they give to that one.
That's right. I forgot that.
He's he looks like he digivolved. That's what it looks like he did.
I love that one so much, and that one is a crazy story because that's the one that starts fighting back against the pilot because they built the Mechagodzilla around the bones of the original Godzilla.
Right. Hold on.
Camera.
With everything that this Mechagodzilla has on it, like,
Oh, yeah. I see what you're looking at. Yep.
like even down to the big old cross thing on its chest.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking rad.
Mark, also cut this for our Power Rangers recording.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
What cross are you talking about?
Okay, look at how his chest is opened up. Like where there's that hole right there in the middle.
Sorry, I'm not looking at your screen.
You bitch.
Hi, Jose.
Hey.
He's so handsome.
He is
Oh,
so
I think-
handsome.
Oh, yeah, with that hatch open.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the Dragon Zord with the cross that it has on its chest.
I could see that.
Yeah, well, I know. It's on the screen in front of you.
Except the dragon sword is like essentially old school Batman. It has to turn its whole body to look.
You'd be nice to Dragon Zord. He tried.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying. He a bitch.
Hey, a bitch.
I'm gonna do a Mechagodzilla design for this. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Against. It's too cool not to.
Hi, my name's Mechagodzilla.
I'm
No,
Mechagodzilla. I'm also a Mechagodzilla.
I'm butt naked Mechagodzilla. Oh, wait, are we not supposed to like House of Cosby anymore?
Oh no! I mean, he didn't do anything with it, so I think we're good.
Okay, fair enough. I still just
I
that.
will say though, the one thing I do feel like they did Mechagodzilla dirty was the fact that they made him pilotable.
Yeah, I can
The
see
way
that.
they did.
When we get to that point, I can see that because I don't.
You know what I do? You know what I do love about this Mechagodzilla design though? If you look at the action figure pictures of it, they do a really good job capturing the fact that you can see the teeth from the original skull coming out of the metal.
Oh, really?
You can?
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, a lot of the other Mechagodzillas just have metal teeth, but not that one.
From who?
Huh?
From what figure? From what?
There it
what
is.
company?
If you just look up Godzilla versus Godzilla against Mechagodzilla,
I have shared it. It's right there.
Oh, okay. No, I thought I heard Brandon say figures. Like he has that the figures keep the teeth. I see what you mean now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
As figure as in I thought like you had a figure of Mechagodzilla that keep the teeth.
Oh,
original
I
Godzilla.
gotcha. I mean, I do have a figure. I do have a figure of this Godzilla.
He's
this
been
Mechagodzilla.
teething on it.
Yeah, nailed it.
Just nom 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 nom.